Willie D Live.
Yeah. How did Mount Rushmore, Westmore come to be?
That was a whole quarantine lockdown, too much time.
Who kicked it off? Who made the call first? You?
It was E40 and his manager
Okay.
had a conversation, said, this be a dope idea. The idea came from how many shows we do together. We're always on the same bill. And it was like, it's a lot of layers to it. So 40 called Cube, 40 and Cube called me, and then they called Snoop, and it's just like a domino effect, everybody joined in. But when you think about it, in so many ways, economically, when you think about it, you could call each one of us and negotiate a price and say, this is what I want to hire you guys to get on the show. But if you call us all four, and it's just one call, and you call in the group's manager, that's a way different number. Like, together, everything just was more. And that's my first time being involved with a project that made millions of dollars before the shit even came out. And it was just because of who was involved. It was a group with some real savage businessmen. And everything was a deal, everything. Like, the group was never a group. From the start, the first fucking thing we did was Mount Westmore LLC. That was the first thing we did. It was a corporation from the start. So that's how it was handled. Everything was, from the merch to just like sponsorship shit, and like we did fucking events before the album dropped. We made millions off doing events before the shit came out, and then before the album came out, they gave us millions for the album. It was just a real smart business decision for some OG rappers. I think that it was also a good look for hip hop because, like I said, back to the ageism. You like, man, look at these OGs doing this shit like that. And you might not see on the surface all the layers of the financial benefits, but, you still see like, oh, that's Snoop, oh, that's Short, that's Cube. It's big, and you think, well, if they can do it, I can do it. That's the whole thing. We talked about that too. We're like, we're going to motivate some cats to like join forces and do some things, make some moves. It could be, so we did a little run. Went out there, got a little bank, then everybody went back to their normal life. But now we have this thing, we can get the back call and be like, y'all want to tour next year? All right, let's put together an EP, another tour. We go out and we go from being individual legendary rappers to now we like the fucking Motown Review. It's like whenever Smokey and Diana and the Temptations and the Four Tops, whenever they get that call, y'all want to tour the world again? They could be 70, 80 years old now. Some of the group members could be passed on, and their nephews took their place or some shit. Nephews and nieces in the group now, but they still touring the world, and it's still a valuable tour if you get the Motown Review. How many times did the Motown Review go out since the 60s? A fucking lot. A lot. So you get to that point where joining forces is a beautiful thing.